The current Santo Domingo Diocesan School got its start as the Nuestra Señora del Socorro Hermitage, founded by the Dominicans around 1510. Not long after that, Archbishop Fernando de Loaces founded the convent and school, where he would teach class to the monks of the Order of Preachers. In 1655, the university got its start, a pontifical and royal university, as it was approved by Pope Pius V and King Philip IV. After going down several paths, around 1872, Santo Domingo became the Compañía de Jesús School. During the Civil War, the building served as the Carabineros, and after that, the Jesuits returned. Until in 1956, Santo Domingo became dependent on the bishopric. It currently works as a diocesan school and provides classes from early childhood education up until secondary, with approximately 1,800 students. The Santo Domingo School today is a clear example of the synthesis of different styles: the Renaissance, Mannerism, and the Baroque. The austerity of the facade is reminiscent of the facade of the Escorial. It is characterized by its large size and its marked horizontalness. The tower was built between 1738 and 1739 in brick, having been carved, rendered, and painted. The church doorway is of Renaissance style and was done in 1561. It is attributed to the architect Juan Inglés. On the spandrels are the coats of arms of Fernando de Loaces and of the Order of the Dominicans. The convent doorway, finished in 1578, consists of 3 sections with a succession in height corresponding to the 3 classical orders: Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian. The university doorway was designed by Pedro Juan Codonyer and the Trinitarian Padre Francisco Raimundo, and built by the former in 1723. It is of Baroque style and is organized in 3 sections. Atop the arch, we find the coats of arms of Fernando de Loaces, the school's founder, the papacy, and the royal household. The second section is presided over by the image of St. Thomas, the order's intellectual glory. And last but not least, for this university door is the allegorical representation of wisdom. All throughout the doorway one can find masonry stonework marks, the traces of its builders of the 16th century, as well as graffiti reading "Cheers," a testament to the students who are doing their doctoral degree at the university. The convent's cloister was built between 1602 and 1614 by Master Agustín Bernardino. Therein, one can contemplate the purest Renaissance style, characterized by the simplicity and soberness of its walls, the predominance in construction elements, the absence of decoration, and the presence of straight lines and cubic volumes, again make us look towards the influence of the Escorial. Beauty is seen here through harmony, symmetry, and balance. On the lower floor, enormous rounded arches are supported by thick, square pillars, decorated with pilasters of the Doric order. On the top floor, the same pattern repeats itself, although the decoration in this case consists of semi-fluted columns with capitals of the Ionic order. The cloister of the university. This is where different subjects were taught: theology, law, medicine, canon, and art. Currently, the Archbishop Fernando de Loaces Lecture Hall acts as one of the seats of the University of Alicante. This cloister of Baroque style was built between the years 1727 and 1737 and designed by the Trinitarian Padre Francisco Raimundo. Both sections are decorated with rounded arches supported by slender columns that create an open, dynamic space. Heraldic decorations sit atop each of the columns, surrounded by abundant, exuberant Baroque decoration. From amongst the emblems present, that of the monarchy, the Bourbons, must be noted, as well as that of the Vatican, as they approved the establishment of this institution in Orihuela. The church has a single nave, with chapels between the buttresses, a transept and chevet apse with a polygonal shape, and is covered with a half-barrel vault. It was rebuilt in the second half of the 17th century, in accordance with a plan drawn up by Pedro Quintana, in substitution of a previous church partially brought down by an earthquake. In terms of the original church, the presbytery remains, as well as the outer doorway. To the left side of the nave is La Capilla del Rosario, the Chapel of the Rosary, which was built between 1680 and 1701, in Baroque style. And to the right, the organ can be found, made by Matias Salanova and remodelled in 1908, as well as the organ box, made in natural wood and dating back to 1738. Beginning in 1690, the church's decorative programme got underway, with the participation of stonemasons, carvers, gilders and painters, including Laureano Villanueva, in charge of carving windows, lunettes, rosettes of vaults, sign markings, and coats of arms in plaster and in stone, Francisco Heredia, who gilded the dome, the medallion that covers the presbytery, and some rosettes of the dome. Bartolomé Albert, who did the painting and gilding of the domes between 1692 and 1696, the year in which he finished his work in the choir loft. Likewise, in 1699, he painted the vault beneath the choir, and beginning in 1700, along with Juan Ruiz, he did the decorative paintings running from the floor to the cornices, covering all the walls. Today, the altar is presided over by the Retablo de los Misterios del Rosario, altarpiece of the Mysteries of the Rosary, by Nicolás Borràs, done around 1565. The large paintings that decorate the side walls of the altar were done by Pedro Camacho around 1700. Their titles are Honorius III confirming to Saint Dominic the foundation of the Order of Preachers, Apparition to Saint Dominic of the Blessed Virgin and Baby Jesus.